Okay, well, hello. We are your crazy Centurion teachers. Um, Thank you guys for joining Titan Time. For those of you that did today, it was fun. It was great to see your faces. As you can tell, we all miss you so much. And we're getting sick of being at home, as I know that you are. We wish we could be there with you, but we're doing our best to get good workout for you, things that will be engaging for you, fun at the same time, because you can't just sit there and do nothing. I'm curious of how many of you guys haven't brushed your teeth since you haven't been at school. I mean, I think that is probably nasty.
That's gross.
I know, but I think that's one of the things was mentioned. So I'm just curious how many of you guys have kind of just let yourself go. I know that right now you can't get haircuts, so I am noticing some bushiness and some facial hair on some of you kids. And that's okay. We're all gonna look like that. My mom was complaining because her hair is all gray because she can't get it fixed up right now. Maybe some of you guys are getting gray hairs. You give us gray hairs. Anyway, so the work that I've seen coming in, we're all trying to respond to you. See, this is how it is, people. Mr. Nooch laughs at me all the time. I love it. Go ahead, go for it.
You're fine.
I love my team, everybody. You parents that are gonna watch this, these are the best group of people you could ever have as teachers for your kiddos. Anyway, my shields, you guys are doing an amazing job on them already. For those of you that have done them, make sure when you put them on Flipgrid, and remember, Mr. Nooch may say a few things later, he's been sending you guys emails about that. Give us your instructions. Tell us why you chose what you did. It can be a little complicated, or no, confusing maybe when you look at the actual instructions that we sent to you. But if you go to Flipgrid, I have a video that you can watch. So you can tell me and tell the entire group, why did you pick red as your color? Why did you choose this animal? Is it because you're fierce? Do you think you're strong? Do you think you're friendly? Yeah. So I can't wait. Please, this is my favorite thing ever to do. And the teachers, I usually hang them outside of the classroom. They won't be able to see them, so we want you to do that. Okay, hand it off to who?
I'll go.
Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for responding on the Newsella articles. A lot of you are doing a great job with that. We've heard from most of you. Would love to hear from the rest of you that haven't done it yet, but keep them coming in. You're doing an awesome job.
I'll go next. Science, guys, remember you only have to do 3 out of the 5. You don't have to do all 5, and you don't have to do it in the same day. Just pick 3 things. So you could do one of the STEMscopedia things. You could do both of them, and then the Flipgrid and the Newsella. Just you can pick and choose. Trying to give you some choice there. As far as Flipgrid goes, I sent a remind message and an email out with a quick video on just accessing Flipgrid through the app and how to navigate through the different topics that we have. This week we have 3 topics. So just navigate through those and pick on the right topic. If there is a video, make sure that you watch that video first. And then always go back and check for the replies. As teachers, we're trying to reply on as many videos as we can. We kind of have that planned out by class. So check for replies from your teachers and from your peers. And then if there's any other tech help that you need, whether it's Newsella, Flipgrid, or anything else, Zoom, email me and let me know, and I'll try to help you out. There's been a few students now that have reached out, and we've done a Zoom call, and I've been able to walk them through the process and get things fixed. Mrs. Mullins?
Yeah, so just to piggyback on what Mr. Nooch said, I know I sent out my list for you guys is really big for the week. So again, to not get overwhelmed, maybe pick 1 or 2 little things to do every day, whether that's trying to Khan Academy practice or watching one of my YouTube videos or trying a worksheet. If you are trying worksheets and you're able to send them to me and email them, you can email to my email or send them to Remind. That way I can just see that you're actually doing something with your brain. Some of you have done packets or the worksheets, but I just don't know that you're doing them. Be on the lookout next week for new stuff. We'll be getting into some exciting things. And then I have just a few tips for you to make your day more productive. Number 1, get up and brush your teeth, as Miss Hunt was saying, especially if you jump right into like doing your math work, because that's most important, right? Any of your schoolwork, you might forget later, and then you go to bed and you're like, oh, I haven't even brushed my teeth today. That's nasty. Number 2, make your bed. When you make your bed, you feel like you're able to do more things throughout the day. It might be the last thing that you want to do, but try that. And then the 3rd thing is actually get dressed. Even if you're like just getting dressed into more comfy clothes. I wear workout clothes all day, every day. but at least I'm changing out of my pajamas into something else. That really does help you get your day started and makes you feel like you're going to do something with your life that day. That's all.
I put
Bonus, the
jeans on
best dress flip grid video.
Best dress. We should maybe do that next week. Oh yeah, and if you have any suggestions, what you want to answer on Flipgrid, send them this way, and we can maybe feature your question on Flipgrid.
I'm wearing jeans every day now so that I can tell when I'm gaining weight from sitting down, because I was in my comfy clothes and I couldn't tell. So I've been getting dressed every day and putting jeans on. That was my tip for you.
I'm not about that life.
All right, Miss Richards.
Thank you, everyone who submitted names for Name That Canary. Right now, the voting is pretty neck and neck. I suspect, because Mr. Nooch is ahead by like 1 vote, I suspect that Mr. Nooch has voted several times, but I will break it off on Wednesday, and next week I will reveal what the canaries' names are. Now, since we did the flip grid last week, I had another pair of canaries that hatched another baby, and I should have more hatched this weekend from another pair. So there might be several names that are chosen to name all the baby canaries, but it will be revealed next week on our video what the names are. Also, I have loved the flip grid videos about pets, and I have seen a variety of pets, from a spider, and Mama, you know who you are because I sent you a video back and I loved your responses on my email today. Thank you very much. To some of the cutest dogs I've ever seen. There were some cute cats. There were all kinds of really cool pets. And I also included a video on my pet Spunky. And I know Mrs. Hunt included one, and Mrs. Mullins included Charlie. I'm looking forward to seeing Mrs. Siss's daughter's dog on hers, because her daughter has a cute new puppy. If you haven't sent a Flipgrid video about your pet or a pet you would like to have, please do so. It really is fun to watch those. Thank you. I don't think I have anything else. It's a beautiful day today. Get out and enjoy it if you can, because it's going to get cold again.
It is. Well, Miss Ferguson, I know you don't have any current pets except for your 2 boys.
I do have a gecko. Yeah, they do.
Oh.
I'll show a picture later, or on Flipgrid.
All right. What about you? What do you have to say? You have masks because you want everybody to stay healthy. You want to show that again?
Sure. These are actually for specific people.
My mom and dad, she made them for.
So made some. I got to get some more elastic so I can make more. So
Super cool, Mrs. Ferguson.
Very cool.
On that note, I know Papillion Middle School, guys, you don't know, is donating a lot of masks and some other things to healthcare workers in the area. So just something cool that your school is doing that you should know about.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I think safety goggles were included in that, weren't they,
That's
Mr.
right. Yep, goggles too.
Well, I'm glad that we all talked. I think the majority of you that I've talked to so far, your families seem really healthy, which is good. That's a blessing. I think the majority of us are. I'm going to try to Zoom with my whole family for Easter since we can't get together, and try to make everybody test it out. I don't know if my mom's going to want to, but that's an idea for the rest of you if you can't go meet up with your families over Easter. My favorite thing to eat is steak, so that's what we're having on Easter. My boys are coming over. Does anyone else have anything to say before I end it? Okay, well, the last thing then is just make sure you email us if you have a question.
Oh, I have one thing to add, sorry. ELA is changing it up next week. You're not going to have Newsella articles to read next week. I'm actually sending you something else. When you type the email response, the paragraph response, send it to me, please, not Mrs. Sis. I'm giving her a break next week. Send it to me. If you're doing packets, take a picture of it and email it to me, upload it to me somehow. So we're changing it up next week a little bit, and I hope you enjoy next week's ELA lesson. Thanks, Mrs. Hunt.
Well, Mrs. Richards had a great idea, for me, I had several emails last week for different assignments. If you want to put all of your work into one assignment, and I like the idea that if you get a packet, take a picture and send it to us. And then Mrs. Mullins was talking about how to organize your day. Pick one core subject a day and do it. So do math on one day, then do science on one day, ELA on one day, and me. So you're not overwhelmed instead of trying to get it all done at one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a suggestion how to organize yourself.
And please know that we miss you.
We do.
We do.
And I miss you guys. My team, my family when I'm not here at home. You guys, I'm with these guys more than I am my family and you. I love everyone. Okay. All right, we're going to say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.